want to go on the record to say that 2026 will be the year of intentionality for me as an artist. One of the first things I'm going to incorporate would be intentional capture within my sketchbook. And I get it, I can do a bunch of live sketches in my sketchbook, but what I mean by this is truly capturing with a certain level of intentionality, really capturing with the understanding that there's so much paper left within my sketchbook. And even when I get a new sketchbook, to continue that on, only capture if it's truly important, not simply for the sake of capturing every beautiful thing that comes to my eye, which my phone has allowed me to do. At any given moment, if I find something cool and unique, I draw it, and it just goes into the abyss of images that I've captured over time. So after clearing my storage at the beginning of this year, I realized that I had way too many photos I didn't need. And at most, I could have captured 5% of those photos through a sketchbook. And another thing I'm going to add this year is a creative journal. Every creative or artist needs a journal, and I get it. The artist way has happened and everyone is doing a morning page, and that's cute and that's a good way to start you off. But let's say you don't want to write every single thing that comes out of your mind, or choose to write something extremely emotional, or trying to find very conceptual things to write about. It's way easier to write about your artist journey, even those gappy spaces that you have, because you can write about the gap. You can even choose to write about whatever gaps you're occurring in your regular journal, but I feel like it's way more natural when you're creative. Speaking about your artist quote unquote block, you can speak about how it's frustrating that you haven't been able to complete this painting. And then the moment you do sit in front of the painting, you start to work out why you can't complete the painting, and now that becomes an entry. I feel like that's way more natural than trying to force out something to say through morning pages. I feel like that's way more intentional. And even then, you're going to always have something to think about and say. Whether you come across something online and you can work through your own feedback loop of speaking about it, or just something general in the artist community that you want to speak on. And in that, I was able to write a few things, and I've noticed that this is way better than a standard journal. I don't know why I never thought about this before, but I do believe and feel that every artist should journal more as an artist and just not as a person. But I do believe these are two really good practices I'm going to have this year, and I can't wait to speak about this at the start of 2027.